Hello, everyone, and welcome to Smash and Company, the way we do War Commander. Tonight on the panel we have Miss Fruity, Mr. Grumpy, and Mr. Cobra. And we are going to go straight into these release notes and everything because there's a lot of them. I know we usually rate the event and all of that good stuff, but I think this time we're just going to skip over that and we're just going to go right into the notes. So everybody want to unmute and say hello.
Hello, buongiorno.
Hello, everyone.
Yo, hello.
And we got Mr. Jump Killer as well. There we
Yeah,
go.
baby.
Okay. Everybody has been really wanting to get into these release notes and all of this stuff that they are doing to our wonderful game. How's everybody doing today? You guys all right?
Yeah, not bad yourself.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
good.
let's see what happens at the. Ask me that question at the end of the patch
Afterward,
notes.
okay, we'll do that. We'll go through. We'll do it all backward today since it's Halloween. You know, we're gonna do everything backward today. Okay, so let's get into these release notes. The following changes and fixes are being applied in the 15.20 release notes on Thursday, October 30th at 10 a.m. PDT. Note, this downtime will be extended because of how many changes are taking place. This game has already been down for 3 hours. Alrighty. Nightmare Skirmish. Earn the first Arc 2 hero, the Minuet, the Equinox Chronophage hero in this month's skirmish, and use it to dominate the upcoming monthly event. Taking point on the research work on the Tachyon project, the Minuet has developed a more mobile temporal engine. Her research has helped develop the Chronophage, a tank capable of manipulating space-time. Her body keeps the record of her time slips. Tattoos each jump she makes helps her keep track of her real age.
Right, I just need to pull you up on something there because what Kicks haven't really thought about there, the words of keep the record of a
Slips.
times lips even, times lips. I let people read into that how they wish, but they've not really thought that through, have they?
No. And she gets a tattoo every time she makes a track.
A jump.
Yeah.
When she time travels, she gets a tattoo. And plus her age changes. It's like her birthday every time she
my
jumps.
God. And what's the purpose of that in our game?
Well,
Nothing. It's like saying
when she
when you're
jumps, she's
reading
going
that.
through a wormhole is what it is.
Yeah, but when you're reading that, to me, it sounded like blah 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 blah.
I know.
It's almost like they couldn't think of any intellectual to say, really, isn't it? They just thought, I know, we throw a load of shit together and that'll work.
Well, Fruity looked all of this up last night, and this comes from another game. This comes from Destiny 2.
Doesn't surprise me.
Destiny
2
is where it comes from. So, yeah, they're still doing their same old copy and paste bullshit from other games. I wish one of these games would catch on to this and come in here and just rake their asses one time for it and see what happened to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's almost like within that first paragraph, it would have undone everything they'd done on the last event, which, by the way, I'm just going to say I thought it was equally balanced. It was fun.
It was.
Yet the first paragraph of this has completely just obliterated it, but there you go. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so for this skirmish only, Past Nightmare exclusive uniques and their tech will be available as well. Oh, here we go. We've expanded.
I'm guessing.
Yes. We've expanded the skirmish roster to include 2 most recent seasons. Use your Goliath, Croziers, the Siren, and the Firefly units and their heroes, the Macedon, the Metatron, and for this month only, Bloodfang, Dr. Ake, Dr. Aegean, Gravedigger, and Nox against Kane's forces to play through the recruit set or the officer set to earn skirmish XP. Sets can be completed in any order and pay out a bonus XP cash. The officer set will test your might but will pay out more XP than the recruit set. Choose the set that best fits your power level. You can hit the targets multiple times and wins will count towards future set completions. So you will not be penalized for hitting the targets again. So they are giving us more units to use in this one. But
yeah, and just if you just pause there, I just want to say hello to Baz, Yellow 7, Gambo, Rumpelstiltskin, Manny, Cass has just joined us as well, Randy Bow, and of course Stephanie, which we know who she is. Hello, Fruity.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you. Okay, so starts October 31st at 10 a.m. PDT, ends November 3rd at 10 a.m. PDT. The store closes on November 4th at 10 a.m. PDT. Okay, here we go. The Arc 2 improvements. As we move into Arc 2, several improvements are being made. 1. As with each generation improvement, Arc 2 units will have a higher max power over previous generations. While they'll still start comparable to previous generations at the lower levels, they will be much more powerful at their max level. So, evidently, these new Arc 2 units are going to be our top units now. They're getting ready to destroy our other units. I hope everybody realizes that. We won't have the Mars no more. We won't have probably even the Onis. I don't know. The Onis, they may be alright, but with them getting rid of this fire damage and the energy damage, we're going to be screwed. That's my opinion.
I agree.
To decrease the building pressure, Arc 2 units will no longer require a time to upgrade, but instead use tokens like with heroes and legendary units. Ching, ching, ching. That's all you're hearing right now, because that's what it's going to be. Is nothing but money. That says it right there. We will be simplifying which weapon types work against which armor types, as opposed to the current system where certain factions had specific weaknesses to weapon and damage types. Burst has a strong against heavy. Sustain is strong against medium. Area is strong against light. Projectiles that use energy will now ignore 25% of a unit's flat damage reduction. Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah.
Projectiles that use energy will now ignore 25% of the unit's flat damage reduction.
So basically what they're saying is more grind.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's how I read that.
Yeah. Projectiles that use fire will do 2 times damage to buildings and zombies.
So, zombies is what, more or less finished?
It sounds like it. Well, yeah, this should be our last zombie event. And that was another thing I wanted to bring up. Why didn't we have zombies in this last event? We should have had zombies in it. It was a zombie event.
Well, Halloween's actually tomorrow, is it not? The 31st?
It's tomorrow, yes.
So are they going to stick it in tomorrow? But then when you consider that, by the time it comes around to Monday, which is the 3rd, it's now into firework night, isn't it, Guy Fawkes?
Yep.
As you say, they should have done that for the whole month. I appreciate we're going off topic. They should have been done for the whole month of October, I think.
And that's the way it should have been. That's what we've always done the zombie events, was the whole month of October. Every event in the month of October was a zombie event. And they didn't do it in the sector breach. The sector breach had nothing to do with zombies. But
I wonder if we should call that sector bitch.
yeah, there you go. Sector shouldn't do it. There you go.
Well, we did.
I know. Okay, Arc 1 units will receive a boost to health and damage by 50%. See the designer diary for the full list of units being boosted. We'll look at that in a few minutes. Silver Arc 1 units will also be receiving additional buffs. Okay, the Moon Skater speed increases from 4 to 6. Holy shit! Acceleration and deceleration remain the same. The Meteor Storm is plus 33% fire rate. Reload time decreases from 5 seconds to 3.5. Deep Range Optics Tech now adds air targeting and enables hitting high altitude. So now the Meteor Storm can hit high altitude. Okay. The Warrior gets plus 100 range and gains 2 stacks of War Monument per axe thrown. Axe projectile speed has been doubled.
Yeah, but what does it do? Just because it goes twice as fast, does it give twice as much damage? That really is very poorly worded.
Yes, it is. And like normal, they're not giving us enough information. The Macedon, the speed increases from 6 to 7. Holy crap! Acceleration and deceleration remain the same. The Orbiters gain plus 50 range. The Cruisers gain plus 125 range. And the Fireflies give plus 50 range. So that makes the Fireflies almost 700 range, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
Wow. So they're just trying to control what units we're going to use. That's what this is about. That's what all of that's about. Unique units will now be released every 4 months, with the parts being earned over 3 months of Shadow Ops. What? 3 months? With a bonus month of Shadow Ops to catch up at the end, along with the bonus prizes during that month. The final part will still be released in the main event following 3 months of Shadow Ops. Okay, that hasn't changed then.
No,
because it takes 3 months now.
The game is ready if you can get it to start.
Okay. You will no longer need parts to unlock the Elite and Omega levels, but we will instead be switching to upgrade tokens to streamline unit progression across all unit types. Oh yeah, so then they just want us to buy the tokens. That's what this is boiling down to.
So the question I've got to this is, all of us that have managed to get the Elite and Omega when we had that option do so and put in the time to get it, now it's been a complete waste of time.
Exactly. And all of the units that you have put money into to upgrade to have those units and have them maxed ain't going to be worth a fuck. They ain't going to be worth nothing. Because I read earlier and later on in these notes where they're going to do something else to these units, our older units, and I don't think it's right at all.
Gambo might have just said it's only on the new unique, so we might have misread that.
Okay.
Or certainly I might have misinterpreted that.
I may have too, because I thought it meant all of them.
I think I just shot both barrels rather than the singular.
Oh well. It happens. All right. You will no longer need to unlock. We already went through that. Okay. Elite tokens will be made available a month after the unit comes out in Strike Ops. And the Omega tokens will be available 2 months after that unit comes out in Strike Ops.
So in other words, the unit's worthless until a month after you get it.
Yeah. Exactly. Or you got to coin the tokens and then you got it. Fucking dicks. How can you tell me? I know you guys have been playing. All you guys have been playing this game forever. How is this going to benefit our game? I'm not seeing it.
It's. I don't
Neither
think it's
do I.
really. I don't think it's benefiting the game. When I first started, it was a free game. Okay, if you wanted to spend gold, you spent gold, but it was pretty much a free game. You could still get caught up just as fast. Now it's turned into a money game. It's no longer free. You want to be competitive, you're going to spend money.
Yep, that's true. And it's been that way for a while. It has. It's been that way for quite a while, actually. But, I mean, this stuff was supposed to improve our gameplay and make us want to play. This is not making me want to play. I don't see it. Okay, the tech for the unique units will be available 3 months after the unit is released. Are you serious? So you gotta it takes you a month to get the unit maxed, and then it'll be 3 months after that before you get the Strike Ops, before you get the tech.
Wait till you see the offers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm in my base
Just
now.
in general, I posted them all.
Do you mean when they
It's
put your arm up
insane.
against the behind your back and say "squeeze,
Yeah.
baby"?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're butt humping you right now.
Wow.
You
Unit.
thought the last one was bad. This one's just as bad.
Oh, here's another good one. Unique units will now be factionless moving forward.
Why, for the love of God?
That makes no sense.
Hang
Don't
on.
they know that this game was built on factions?
But Smash, hang on. I need to draw your attention to something. Games working
Who
as
the hell
intended.
is going to pay 500
Games
gold
working
just
as
for
intended?
Oh, for fuck's sake, you can't make this up.
Oh my God. What have they done?
We get free. They're giving
500
away a
gold
free
for
million
Warpaint,
Thor.
sis.
There's something free in those junk items. A million Thor.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they give us 1,000,000 iridium?
Well, that would have made more
way.
sense, yeah.
You know, we don't need Thor no more. Why are they giving us Thor?
I would have preferred to have got me kidney back for the last game I had to play. So
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Okay, instead of spending 2 months in a row on a single faction, we will now be spending 1 month focused on a single faction, to allow for each faction to get a new unit without as long of a wait. How do they figure that? They're telling us it's going to be 3 months before a unit will be complete. And that's
I think what they're trying to do is revolve it around each faction. But as you say, does that mean to say it's going to be a month of one faction, then it'll move on to the next, then it'll move on to the next? So unless you play the concurrent months, you could miss out on completing that faction.
Yeah. Yep.
Sounds like they're throwing the cuffs on already, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're stringing us along.
Yeah,
Sure
big
enough.
time.
All buildings in your base will receive a health increase. What does that do for us? Come on. Because Arc 1 units will be receiving an additional health during the downtime, we will be retreating all platoons on the world map to repair them. So any
Ooh.
deployed platoons will be back to the base after the downtime.
Going to be a lot of open sectors.
Yep,
Yeah, just going to say that.
sure is.
Anything that was currently in the mountains is no longer.
Not no longer.
Mm-hmm.
All the
All that.
holes are open.
It's gonna send everything back at the memorials too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Evildoers discovered a way to deploy more units than should be possible in battle. That ability has been eliminated. There's one of two ways that this could be taken, and they didn't specifically tell which way they fixed. The one is where you could go up into, you could use the direct attack, and all the tunes that you sent would go into the base. Or
Yep.
it could be the other one that was, what was it? The ability to put the matchlock into the base with the direct hit. So
Right.
they don't say which one of them it was that was fixed, or it could be the overcap in the PvP tunes that they were hitting with. I know that's been happening a lot here lately. A lot of the PvP tunes that people are using trying to one-tune people are overcap. So is that, they're being very blatant here, of course.
So something that Gambo's just posted, and he's put some tactical op boosts were expiring early, and it says note to fixes. It will cancel the bronze and silver offensive tac ops boosts were active during the downtime. We will have an offer when the game comes up. When the game comes back up, all players for this will get 200,000 million thorium. 200 million thorium as compensation for this, and it's capped at that. As you said earlier, what's the point with the thorium? It's useless.
It's useless, yeah. Why give us
Yeah,
thorium?
give us iridium.
Yeah.
Yeah, iridium.
Iridium is the new thorium. That's the way they put it. So, why are they giving
and
this?
the iridium bases, they need to lower the.
Yes, they do.
They're freaking
The
too hard.
The difficulty, yes, it needs to be adjusted.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. But I'll tell you something else. That's
my level 42. I can't even get it on it.
Those are gold catchers, and that's why I'm gonna call them. They're gold catchers, and I'll tell you why. Because I tried it, and I know it works. If you take and put on all the gold boost and put that fang in them threes, you can do them all day long free repair. And I've done it, so I know it works. And that's all they are, is for gold sucking. And and I'll say it till the end of this game.
I ain't spending gold to get a freaking base that needs to be lower.
Exactly. But I tried it just to see if that was the case, and it was. I put on every bit of the gold, and I fucking put the fang in there, let it go, and free repair in the threes. I can do it for the whole 6 hours when I run that gold.
They can kiss this ever living white redhead's ass.
That just goes to show you, that that's what it's about. It's about money. As long as you put money in it, it becomes more easier and more easier for you. And that's what they're trying to push through. And it's bullshit. There is now a new health bar for the units. There is now new settings to hide enemy trophies on players' bases. This pisses me off. And I'll tell you why. Because this is a fucking hack. The hackers have had this for I don't know how long. And
a while.
Yes. And they can't find a way around it, so now they're going to make it to where you can do this. And I think this is totally wrong. That's why our trophies were put into the game.
I think this is going to partially kill PvP.
It will. It will.
Mhm.
It will kill PvP. And I agree with that. But this is the most dumbest thing that I have ever seen. And the only reason why they're doing this is because they can't stop the hackers from doing it. So they're just going to give it to them.
Do you know, it's bizarre because earlier on today, I was reading the Kick's terms of service, and there's so much which I think maybe perhaps we need to look into another way of promoting the fact that they're in breach of their own terms of service. I don't want to keep bringing them down because sometimes they do really well, as in the last event. I think it was well balanced and it was a little bit of fun, but they come out with all this bollocks and completely undo it. I just don't see the logic of it. So perhaps there's something we need to discuss behind closed doors about how we're going to bring this to fruition. But I just wish they'd stop doing this, because any kind of form of cheating, any form of way of injecting code into the game is against the terms of service.
Exactly.
Well, they're breaking their own terms of service.
Yeah, that's my point, Fruity. But the point is, they're not owning their shit. What they should be doing is, this still won't be tolerated. If you're caught, you will get banned. It's as simple as that.
But
I just don't get it. I really don't.
But we were talking about this earlier. They already know that they're only going to get 3 days, so what's the big deal?
Mm.
So what's to stop them? So it's ridiculous. And believe me, Cobra, I want to give them a fair chance too. But you know, when they're doing shit like this, I can't back them, because that's exactly why they did this with the trophies. Because they couldn't stop the hackers from doing it. So they implemented it into the game. And that's bullshit. That's giving in to the motherfuckers. And that's what they're doing.
Well, I suppose the logical way you can look at it is sometimes it's better to let someone think you're a twat than put something in writing and remove all reasonable doubt like Kicks have just done.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't get their concept. It just doesn't.
No.
It makes no sense. None.
Sorry if I'm promoting the obvious, but you know what? We've worked hard for where we've got to, and some of us have had accounts ruined because they can't fix their own code. But you know, at this point in time, the fact now that there's now a new setting to hide enemy trophies on player bases, why? It was never given to us in the first place. I appreciate that there's this script hacked, whatever it's called, that allows you to do this, but I still want to play fairly. And okay, I might be old school, but I'd rather play properly than not at all.
Right, exactly. And now they've allowed the macros into the game, and that's what everybody thinks is a script, and it's a macro, and it's programmed right into the game like anything else. And you know, and we've discussed the macros before, and it still violates the terms of service. And they're violating their own terms of service. But then this is what they'll do. They'll go and they'll change all this stuff, and then they'll go change the terms of service to appeal to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think maybe this is a conversation for another day, for another show, because obviously we would, and yes, as passionate as we are, maybe we keep to the script rather than going off script,
Okay.
because I just feel that we're ending up, get more angry, whereas there is some good of the game, and they do. Last event, as I say, I enjoyed the last event, and it was balanced, but
it was.
They come out of all this bollocks and they just remove all reasonable doubt. So another day I think for that.
They give us a good minute and then they kill it. And okay, so there is now a setting to disable lore dialogue on bases that have them. What the hell is lore dialogue? Do any of you guys know?
No.
I think they need to put a dictionary out with all the meanings of the words that they come out with.
Oh, do you mean a Kickside dictionary, or do you mean the English Concise dictionary?
No,
Sorry, I just had to put that in.
Yes, a Kickside dictionary.
This,
Shame.
I don't understand what the hell that even is. There is now a setting to disable lore dialogue on bases that have them.
Oh, is that, when you go and attack them, is that little thing that pops up in
Oh,
the
it says
bar?
fire. That says
Yeah,
fire
yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. Oh, okay.
How,
Okay.
or more to the point is, how dare you come in and Eve's busy doing this to what? Yeah, maybe that's what they mean by that, but it's about as descriptive as a dog turd on fire, isn't it? Come on.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
just doesn't make sense.
Jesus. Okay, bugs fixes. General performance improvements. Oh, that's so much bullcrap. Missionaries were unable to target floating platforms. So evidently they have fixed the missionaries now. That Drake posted a couple weeks back that they weren't going to be able to fix them and they were trash and we had to get rid of them. And now they're being fixed.
That guy needs a
Yes.
use spell check too when he's writing.
Yeah.
No. Actually, what he needs is he needs someone with some intellect to write
Yeah, true, that too.
the update notes and the fixes and stuff, because a lot of what's gone into it means nothing.
Some tactical ops boosts were expiring early. Note, to fix this, it will cancel the bronze and silver offense tax boost active during the downtime. We will have an offer to give when the game comes back up for all players for 200 million thorium as compensation for this. Warlord versus hero tag was not functioning correctly.
Hang on, a hero tag.
What was
So,
it?
yeah.
Hero tag?
Yeah, hero tag was not functioning correctly. What wasn't it doing? They haven't explained that.
What wasn't it doing? Yeah. What
What?
is it?
I mean, Vesuvius's hero tag. What is it? Is it
Yeah.
corpus? Is it what? I don't know.
Just like everything, they're not giving us enough information.
Hang on. No, I've just got one of those EMPs direct from Kicks to my brain, and they've just said to me, it's working as intended, Gashi, shut up. So I'm going to do so.
Okay, Gashi. Okay, Gashi. All right.
They're famous saying you're wearing your tinfoil hat.
Yeah, do you know what, Fruity? Do you know what it was? I took it off this afternoon on the train on the way back, but maybe that's the point. Maybe I should have put the fucker straight back on again.
Yep.
Oh,
All
my
right.
life.
This is the Arc 2 Designer Diary. Hailing all War Commanders, this is young Russell speaking, the design lead on War Commander. That ought to be fired. This message is to keep you informed as to the upcoming operations that you will be asked to assist with. Oh, this ought to be good. The nightmare ends soon. The new age of War Commander begins. Arc 2 is coming, and with it comes some major changes. Buffs to Arc 1 units, event structure changes, and damage type balancing changes are on the principle. Is it principle? Precipice?
Precipice of deployment.
Where does he get these words?
Right, can I just say, at this point, can we call young Russell Leaf Boy?
That's very good.
And I'm glad you've asked me why I've said that, because what do you call a man under a pile of leaves? Russell.
There you go.
Sorry.
Okay, Arc 2 is here. In the past, we have gone to a new Arc series generation. It has been tied up to a large bump in power, making the recent units feel pale in comparison. Obviously, this is unfair to people who have worked hard to unlock these units, only for them to become weakened within a few months. To alleviate this issue, we are bumping the power of the Arc 1 units and some other units. You worked hard for these units, and we want you to be able to use them. See the release notes for the full details, but expect to see health and damage increase on the legendary Lancers and Galahad, the legendary Humvees and Ramirez, the legendary Onis and Yamamoto, legendary Sea Rams and Seymour, the Scorchers and Vesuvius, Legendary Tortoise and Resize, Matchlock, Moonskater and Marina, Orbiter and Mojave, Bombard and Foxhound, Pioneer and Kodiak, Goliath and Kabuto, Crozier and Farella, Sirens and Orphus, and Firefly and Paley, R1 Manus, Meteor Storm, Warrior, Metatron, and Macedon, and Bloodfang. These are all going to get this damage increased and health increase.
Which is what we said, that was the first part, wasn't it? I think we've read this back to front. Yeah.
Yeah. For those worried about base defense, we are coinciding this power change with a further bump to building health. Alongside the above changes, we'll be making the following adjustments to our event structure. Basic training. These are holdout style bases meant for new and returning players and will pay out a small amount of XP on victory. For a bigger payout, keep an eye out for XP crates that randomly appear in battle. Incursions. A set of 3 bases that will set bonuses. These are meant to be hit by the newest units and will be locked to that unit's faction. Tactical strikes. While not specifically locked to any faction, these powerful bases are meant to be attacked by the previous month's units. There are two bases which can be hit in any order to award a set bonus completion. In addition, the tactical strike bases will contain a high-value target, which will attempt to flee the battle shortly after it begins. Kill this target to increase your XP payout in successfully completing the base. Completing both the tactical strike and the incursion sets will award an additional XP payout. Go ahead, Cobra.
So just for even more further giggle, and I've got to giggle at this. Yellow Sevens just said, "Game is messed up. Most players have been chat banned." Oh my God! Wonderful fixes. Yeah, we've done such a wonderful job. We fucked a lot of you.
Oh hell no!
Oh no! Yeah.
I said when it went down, they were putting too much. They were doing too much at once.
Yep.
They're banning a bunch of people from. That's the 4th one I just seen popped up.
Right. So we've actually now at this second in time, we've just had an update. So Kickstrake has just said, if you're seeing you're now banned from chat after coming up from the downtime, the team is looking into it, unless, of course, you were previously banned from chat for being a poo-poo head.
Oh,
that
please.
was intentional. Shame on you. Okay, fair enough.
Tell him to put his tin hat back on.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the fella hasn't got a fucking hat big enough to fit on his squeeze. Okay. Yep.
All righty.
Say no more.
Okay, so now we're going to the Proving Grounds. Lastly, the Proving Grounds are a unique only track, consisting of bronze, silver, and gold bases. The further you progress through this set, the greater reward chest you will receive when you reset it. This chest pays out an event XP boost. Ooh. Now, what boost is they talking about? Are they talking about our boost over on the side?
And is it one you can use straight away, or can you bank it?
Yes, exactly. Is it one that we can use to increase our XP as we're doing it? You know, because they took a lot of those away.
Or are they still figuring it out and it'll just work as intended as we go?
Probably. In addition to these changes, faction units will now require tokens to upgrade instead of time. There's the money. Some of the unit tech will come out after the event in the Shadow Ops. For those concerned about the story mission track removal, the story will now be told across the incursion and tactical strike bases. How many times do we got to tell them that none of us pay attention to that fucking story? They can stick it in their butt. We got our own story we make in this game. We don't need that. I wish they were more worried about the way our game worked instead of the story. It makes no sense. We will now rotate through all the factions while spending longer with each rogue faction. Then why did they take them away to begin with? You know, it's like they take one step forward and 10 back. I don't get it. Finally.
Or they went through their system to see what was broken, what wasn't, and the stuff that wasn't, they're going to reapply and do away with the stuff that they broke.
Well, you know what? The easiest way for them to be able to tell if the game is broken, play it.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
Play it. Play the game. And it'll tell you can see what it does. But these people don't. So they don't know what's wrong with our game.
But it's going to have to take a person that started from the beginning.
Yeah.
Back in the beta to really do this.
Yep.
To show them, hey, this is screwed up.
Yep.
And there's only very few of us, I think, that are left.
Yep, I would agree with that. Finally, the last major change is to our damage type system. We know our game is complex with thousands of tech effects. Multipliers for unit types, buildings, walls, damage types, damage tech, and etc. So we are simplifying the core system. Moving forward, we will have 3 damage types and 3 armor types. And you will need to remember that is area damage does 2 times damage to light armor, sustained damage does 2 times damage to medium armor, and burst damage does 2 times damage to heavy armor. As you can see, fire and energy have been removed. Every weapon in the game that did either of those 2 damage types has been converted to one of the other 3 damage types. Okay, now let's use the Mars for example. The Mars is an energy unit. How in the world are they going to make it work with area, sustain, and burst? Because it's energy. The unit itself runs off energy. I don't understand. Okay. Weapons that used to be energy have been given a 20% flat damage reduction piercing. Okay, that's a new word used in all of this, is piercing. So, weapons that used to be fire have been given a 2 times damage boost against zombies and buildings. Weapon tech that has also been removed, meaning you don't need to worry about thorium, armor, or solar damage, etc. Okay, so weapon tech has also been removed, meaning you don't need to worry about thorium, armor, solar damage anymore. As always, we greatly value your feedback and urge you to submit it through the proper Discord channels. If you catch something you think we missed, we always collect feedback as we progress and endeavor to make adjustments if needed. I also want to thank you for your feedback on Bloodfang. In testing, we massively enjoyed using him, and obviously we played it too safe with him. His post-launch buff means he will be useful for much longer. Your feedback in Discord in general has been extremely helpful and inspiring the direction changes we take. Before the transmission ends, I should warn you December is coming and the forecast predicts snow. Prepare yourself for a very Merry Kicksmas, and I'll be in touch soon. Stay vigilant, commanders, and stay. The sector may be in a peril now, but your keen eye and tactical mind in the future is secure. Young Russell out. Okay. Anybody want to comment on any of this?
Yeah, bullshit.
It is. It is a bunch of bullshit. How are they going to take an energy unit?
No, I don't want to let me back in.
Oh boy. How are they going to take an energy unit and turn it into something else? So that means they have to take Mars's whole unit and redo him, right?
Yeah, and of course now we then need to then take time to learn how to reuse that ability to the advantage that we did with the original weapon. So,
and I want to know what this piercing is about. This
well,
I know that
maybe
means
it's
for
an
the
ear.
armor, maybe. Piercing armor.
Or your ear.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Hell, who knows? Okay.
I was going to say something else, but I won't.
Well, and then we have the skirmish, Nightmare Skirmish, that starts tomorrow. The minuet. Description. After accidentally discovering some latent properties of iridium, Minuet found that by coating the armor of her modified chronophage, she was able to temporarily remove some of the damage her vehicle had received. The problem, though, was that she couldn't do the same to the other chronophages. Arc 2, faction is Equinox. Type is heavy vehicle. Chrono cannon. Targets ground. Damage area type. It's area. Size is 425. Health points at level 1 is 302,250. Wow. Max level is 487,500. Requires Tech Center to be at a level 45. So you got to max that Tech Center. DPS level 1, 2,785,000. DPS at max level is 6,034. Max level 1, immune to Chronos slows. Shots creates AoEs, apply 25% flux for 5 seconds. Flux affected units' movement speed, turn speed, acceleration, deceleration, fire rate, and reload times are slowed down by the stated percentage. Okay, so that means that it slows down at 25% for flux, or 5 seconds? That doesn't make no... Okay. Basic heroic. Plus 10% damage dealt. Damage reduction aura to all chronophages. Level 10, targeting unit affected by flux provides plus 20 splash. Heroic, plus 20% damage dealt. Damage reduction aura to all chronophages. Plus 250 flat damage reduction. Hero becomes reowned. Super heroic increases aura to plus 30% damage dealt and damage reduction for all chronophages. Level 20, plus 75 range. When unit falls below 50% health, gets 25% of total health back as temporary health. Huh? 75% range. When unit falls below 50% health, it gets 25% of total health back as temporary health.
In other words, probably 3-4 seconds.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to sort of think of that myself, to be honest. Poorly
Cohesion.
worded.
It is very poorly worded.
Well, they're just trying to make everything sound like it's great what they're doing.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not.
No. No, it's not. And most of it doesn't even make sense. Uh, earn minuet in the skirmish store after collecting all 80 parts. And we've been through the description. We've expanded the skirmish roster to include 2 most recent seasons. Your Goliath, Croziers, and Sirens and Firefly units and their heroes, the Mastodon, Metatron, and for this month only, Bloodfang, Dr. Ake, Dr. Aegean, Gravedigger, Nox, and Nox against Kane's forces. To play through the recruit set or officer set to earn skirmish XP. Sets can be completed in any order and pay out a bonus XP cash. The officer set will test your might but will pay out more XP than the recruit set. Choose the sets that best fit your power level. You can hit the targets multiple times and wins will count towards future completions, so you will not be penalized for hitting the target again. This is what fucking kills me. Look what they have done. Recruit bases 1000 XP. Recruit 2, 2000 XP. Recruit 3, 5000 XP. And the bonus is 8. Okay, we need 80 minuet parts. They're 40 XP, 4,000 XP. And don't do the 4, go with the 10. It's always easier to do it. They're 35,000 XP. Minuet build logistics, we get 4 of them, they're 32,000 XP. Minuet upgrade token, we get 10 of those, and they're 40,000 apiece. Magnetic containment field, is 1 for 100,000. Electromagnetic pulse is 1 for 100,000. Binary reactor is 1, and we get that for 100,000 apiece. If you do not have the Bloodfang, this is the last time you can get it. It will not be available until next year. So you want to make sure that you get it if you haven't got it yet. In addition, the new content being added, all past Nightmare units and their tech will also be available in this skirmish only. That means we get the Dr. Ake shit. Yes. I'm so happy for that, because I have been waiting on that and waiting on that.
I had that.
That's a plus for me too.
Yes.
It's a
Hi,
good
Mikey.
unit, I've got to say.
Welcome, Mikey.
Evening, Mikey.
Sorry, I'm late.
No, you're fine.
No, it's all right. You can buy the beer, bro. It's fine.
There you go. Hey, did you guys check if you had any upgrades stop during the downtime? All of mine stopped.
Oh no!
Mine didn't. That just made me look at my base. Mine's still going.
Oh my god, I haven't even looked. I'm looking real quick because that scares me, because I was on my last upgrade for my defense slab. And I will be super pissed if that stopped.
And I don't see where they took any plats off the map.
Really?
That may not be a bad thing, to be fair, but it could be in others.
Right. Well, this ain't the end of it, though. They're going to do another downtime next Tuesday, and there's more coming. This is just the first part of it.
I'm just considering in my mind whether or not they've had more downtimes in the last month on the cheap hooker. Sorry, did I come across my mind? I apologise in advance.
My defense lab is still going. Thank you. And I am chat banned.
Nice.
Yeah, yellow did say that you'd be chat banned.
Yeah, I'm chat banned. Oh well. Alrighty, this is the tech for the minuet. Magnetic containment field. Effects is minus 25% damage from vehicles and infantry, and the slot is shields. The function's defense, and the XP is 100,000.
You
Electromagnetic
still looking in your
pulse,
bed?
huh?
You
It'll
still looking in your
change.
bed?
It'll
Oh,
change.
okay.
It's a little bit slow. It's slow changing, but it should change back to what I'm reading. Um, electromagnetic pulse, plus 25 damage. I read that. Binary reactor is plus 50% range, 50 range. Slot is core. Function is utility, and XP is 100,000. Seductive aura for the Blood Fang adds 600 range aura that reduces infantry range by 25%. This is the last tech for the Blood Fang.
Yes, that's the one I'm missing.
That's where we hit. It wasn't given out yet. This is the event we get it in. They
I only got one.
I know, and you've missed two. You missed another one somehow. But
So are they offering them all or what?
well, you know what? It didn't give me the price store. It didn't. What the hell? Oh, just this is all it gave me. The Blood Fang parts, the Blood Fang Aura, that's the one, and Blood Fang upgrade tokens. It looks like you can only get one of them in this. I don't know. There should be we've missed something somewhere. Hang on. Let me see here. We should have an event list. Hang on.
In the first event, you could get one part of Blood Fang. And the second one, you could. So this is the final part where you can get it for free. One. Yeah, rather than being hit for 300 gold each time.
Huh. By God, they didn't give us a event store. Huh.
Bearing in mind, again, I think we're overthinking this. This seems to change on a downtime basis. I'll use that word because things are pretty much copy and pasted, but they change the architecture of the words and how they portray them. And what really annoys me in all of this is we're coming round to the same thing. It's just, as you said earlier, right from the start, it's all about the coin.
It is. It's all about the coin. If you ain't coining in this game, you're not going to make it. And I'm sorry, but that's the way it looks. And that's awful. But I'm really pissed about the trophies thing. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah. I must admit, I think that could well be a lot of people may boycott PvP because of it. Because I mean, the trophies were there to kind of boast what you have achieved during that event. They weren't there purely to hide what like what you want to conceal within your base, but it kind of was a double sword, wasn't it? The trophies did conceal things, and they were a great scheme to kind of make your base harder for others to find something that may not be there, that could be hidden in plain sight. But to have that button to remove it, Kicks, I do think you've really swallowed a bit of a bitter pill there, because I just think that's wrong. I really do.
Are they getting rid of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
So in other words, Mikey, what they've suggested is that you can more or less hit a button and it will remove all the trophies out of that person's base, so you can see everything that's concealed within that base.
Yep.
What? And that's active now?
Yeah. Yes, it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it on a bench.
Mikey, what's happened is the hackers have always had this. The hackers have always had this, where they could remove the trophies in your base and see what's going on. And Kixeye can't beat it, so they're implementing it into the game.
So they're just making it a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what? what they're trying to, I'm going to suggest this in layman's terms. What they're trying to do is level the playing field, but all they've done is level it in a way that we can see what they can do, but rather than level of the strength of our units to what their units may be doing because of whatever they're doing to get to that end goal, they're not. So really, they've not really leveled the playing field at all. All they've done is they've tried to say to us, look, we realise there's this in the game, there's nothing we can do about it, but what we're going to do is give you that option to take it away. No, Kixeye. Your terms of service, as in 2023, state that, you know, any third-party program, any forms of cheating, etc., will not be tolerated. Stick to your fucking terms of service. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want
That's
us to
awful.
stick to us. You want us to stick to it. They need to do their own.
Let's be honest about it. And sorry, it's best to interject, but here's a thought, okay? It's almost like changing all of the amendments that have gone through the US history. Hang on a minute, because we can circumnavigate that, we'll just eradicate that one and put something in its place. No, you abide by the amendments of whatever country have put in place. You don't just decide to, I know, we'll give you something that you've never had before. Well, that also tells me it's always been in the game. Think about it.
Yep. Exactly. And that's why I think it's wrong that they've done this with the trophies. Because we did have trophies that were made to not be shot through. And I don't know if people remember that, but I know which ones they are. And yeah, there was trophies that were built that you couldn't shoot through. You know, and I just think that they're being really dicks about this, and they're giving in to the hackers. And you know, and I know we said we weren't going to complain about them and all this anymore. We're going to try to stop, but when they do give us stuff like this, we can't help it.
Yeah, and again, you know, where it is rewarded, i.e., where they're due good publicity and good feedback. Again, the last event I genuinely feel was well balanced and it was fun. But listening to the last hour and a bit of these patch notes have completely eradicated everything I thought. It just makes no sense. I'm sorry, you know.
But Bill's right. Bill's right. You may as well just take the trophies out of your base.
Well, what's the point of having a base?
Yeah, exactly. They're just going to make it to where it's easier for everybody to do it. You know, that's why this is a game. It's a strategy game. You know?
Right.
Everything is not supposed to be put out in your face. You got to work for it.
All I'm going to say is that no one's got the Doctor Who TARDIS in their base like I have. And if you can find it, good luck, because I can't. Sorry, you know, I just sometimes I don't suffer fools lightly, and it really grates my nerves when they come out with all these bollocks about, oh, we're going to give you this, we're going to give you that, but hang on a minute, we can't fix this because of, and there's more excuses than there is fixes. And what's this general bug fixes mean? What does those? You might as well just not say it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because
it means anything that they want to call a bug that's going to fuck us over is what it is.
Yeah. Again, sorry, I don't want to seem too down, and Smash is right in a roundabout way. It's not here to promote and dispromote the game. It's here to have a bit of fun. But you know, Kicks, meet us halfway and fucking give us a game that's worth playing.
To be honest, and I'm not doing this to dog kicks or anything like this, I really ain't, but to be honest, do any of you on this panel see where there is any good in any of this that they're doing?
Right now, everything that we've read and discussed, I honestly cannot find an animal that's extinct or living that hasn't possibly suggested it's come out of their rear end, because it just means nothing, none of it. There's no common sense in any of it.
No.
I appreciate the last event we had was fun, As I say, it's well balanced. A lot of people caught up. In my eyes, they'd gained so much ground, but yet in the last hour they took it all away. They might as well just not have done the downtime.
Yeah. I mean, and I agree with that totally. I mean, I can't find one good thing in this, and I can't because it makes no sense.
Especially the upgrades.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, to me, they're just making it to where they can control what units we use, and they can control what damage we make, and they can control all of this. And the only way that we're going to be able to come out on top is to coin. That's the only way. And
well, okay, is Smash. I'll tell you what. Let's prove a point.
Okay.
In all of this, in as much as that we know that Kicks listen to different shows. So let's see if they actually understand how sincere we are in what we say. So, you know what? Give them the credit they're due in the last event. A lot of people caught up. It was well balanced. It was fun.
It was.
I know we've just based the last hour and a bit on what we've read. A lot of it doesn't really conform to probably most people's sense of opinions. However, let's see how the event plays out. It starts tomorrow. Let's see how it plays out.
And we will be doing another show tomorrow whenever we go live.
Baby.
And we will do another show tomorrow. I got kind of mixed up on the times today because I didn't know that UK went back before we did. Yep. So that kind of messed me up, and I'm sorry about all of that. But Gambo says that the past Bloodfang tech will be in the store. So, Jump, make sure you get it, baby, because that'd probably be your last chance.
Yes, I will.
And to be fair, it's a unit worth getting because I've had a lot of fun with that.
I doubted it at first, and I did, but I'm coming around to it. Like Manny's saying, I've used it in the Iridium bases, and I've been using him with Paley. Him and Paley work really good together, and so I've been using him with that. But make sure you guys get it, because I'm telling you, and if you missed the Dr. Ake and the Aegean tokens,
and Dr. Ake's worth going for.
Tech, yes, make sure you get it. And if you've missed any of the other Halloween units, we really don't use any of them anymore. The Ake and the Aegean occasionally, but if they do what they're saying they're going to do, we might not even be using them anymore. So, you know, it's just, we're all up in the air about how this is going to play out, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't know. I just How
many tokens for Bloodfang are they putting in there?
It should be the rest of them to take him to 10. 5. It was 5, wasn't it?
No, it would be 10 tokens. It's two per level from 5 to 10.
Yes, it's exactly right. So I think they're allowing you to get the max.
Tokens, you get 25 of them. You get
25?
Yeah. The Bloodfang upgrade tokens. You get 25, and they're 50,000 apiece.
25?
Yeah, that's what it says on the event store.
Okay, no, yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Okay, so that makes sense.
Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. Just sprung straight to my speed. I apologise.
Yeah, so it's 10 to go from 1 to 5, and then 15 more to go from 6 to 10.
Correct.
So they didn't do that last time. They only put the 10 in there. But at least this way, anybody that didn't get any of them will be able to get all of them.
Yes.
Which is kind of good, but it depends on whether or not the event is going to be easy. Correction, not easy, challenging but fun, I should say.
Doable.
That way,
Doable.
it gives us doable. I like that word. It's more contriving. However, let's just hope Kicks have balanced this event like the last one.
Hopefully.
Yes. Let's hope. And not fuck with our units.
Well, I'm not saying any further on that comment.
Yeah, no comment. I plead the fifth.
Yes, indeed. Well, in our case, no comment.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, I guess we can go ahead with the shout outs, and tomorrow we will have a live show at the same time. And we will also have a live show on my 7 o'clock show, 7 o'clock Eastern time. I will have another show in 3.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. We will have the USA show, so be sure and join us there. But tomorrow we will do the same on the live shows for the event. I'll have one in the morning and one in the afternoon and one in the evening. So I hope everybody can make it. Let's see here. Is there anything else? Can't think anybody else got anything else?
I
got one thing. Have you guys figured out what that little circle is around the blood thing? That saw blade looking thing?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
What that does is anything within its aura at the time, it starts to degrade it. So, for instance, if there's a building and you're within that aura, it starts to break or damage that building, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. I figured it out after our last talk and stuff on it, and I never did get back. I just wonder if you guys figured out what it was, because it was so easy to do some of the events with it, because you could go in there with it pretty much by itself and just do the base by itself. And the only thing you needed to take in was something that would hit the floaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, when it gets to a specific level, I believe it does.
And that's where the Paley comes in with that. I was taking the Paley in and taking the air out and letting the Fang go. And them two really work well together. I've been working with both of them together, and they really do work good together. Alrighty, let's go ahead with these shout outs, and then we can get in our bases and see what they've done.
I've already been in mine.
Fruity, you want to go first? Are you there? Poop. Fruity, by the way, has been renamed. She is now called Fort.
Okay. Dare I ask why?
Well, our friend Muhammad, he cannot pronounce fruit.
So he calls her Fort. I get that.
So yeah. he calls her Fort. And so Fruity has a new name. She's now Fort Fruity.
Fort Fruity. Fucking superb.
Are you there, Fruit?
I'm here.
You want to give a shout out, babe?
Yeah, I want to thank you, Smash, and thank you, everybody on the panel. Thank you, everybody out on the YouTube, and let's wait and see what they do. You never know, they could change some stuff like they usually do.
Oh, I'm sure they'll have to.
Keep it safe out there.
Thank you, Miss Foodie. Mr. Grumpy.
Waiting to see what's going to take place, but I'd hate to say it. I've been playing this game for too long, and I'm afraid I'm at the end of it.
I feel you, honey. I do. Mr. Jump Killer.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say thanks to the panel. I finally got my stuff together. Y'all can hear me and stuff. And with this event, I don't know. Just got to take it for what it is. Don't expect the best, but we remember we dealing with kicks, so take it for what it is.
Yes, sir. And thank you for coming, Mr. Jump. It's good to have you, honey.
Yes, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. You'll see more of me.
Oh, good. Mr. Mikey.
Pretty much the same. I mean, I was late. I missed a lot of it, but I did go on Kicks to complain about my upgrades, and then I looked at some of the stuff, but some of the changes. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow and what their units and stuff in the event look like compared to ours, and whether or not they're being truthful about power, this, that, and the other, and things that they're claiming. And I mean, we'll just have to go from there. Not much else we can really do.
No, you're right. And thank you for coming back, Mr. Mikey.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Sorry I was late. Work's been pretty crazy. All these shows always happen when I'm sitting here working, so that I space out a little bit here and there and forget about sometimes, but I try to remember.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Cobra C. Oba.
Well, yeah, Smash, thank you for the invite. Thank you for the panel for their time, and also, more importantly, you guys in YouTube, because without you, we're not potentially the show that we are. We are sort of trying to build up on the show as we move along, but like everything, it takes time. So I just also want to interject with mental health and the way it affects us all as individuals. None of us get singled out. We're not special in any way. It's not done by race, religion, or sexuality. It affects millions of us every day in many different ways. But there is ways that we can help each other, and that's by listening or just being that shoulder to cry on when needed. And sometimes, if you haven't got nothing nice to say to people in the game, don't say it at all. I know people, mean well, but sometimes that well-worded word can actually push that person over the edge. But your mental health is just as important as your physical health. And your illness, you have an individual story to tell. You have a name, a history, and a personality. And sometimes if you're going through hell, keep going, because it's worth it. Change what you can. Correction. Sorry, I apologise. I've got my words fucking muddled. Change what you can, manage what you can't. Other than that, we'll see you tomorrow evening. Fruity's going to put the Discord link out. Come and join us. None of us are special. None of us are psychiatrists. We are people that have gone through things every day in every life and could still be doing so. And we might be that person that you could come and talk to that could possibly change your guidance, the way that you're going through your situation. So come and talk to us. What's the worst you can do? Have a laugh. Other than that, God bless. Good night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cobra Oba. And I want to say thank you very much to everybody on my panel. You guys are awesome. And without you all, I couldn't have this show. And without all of you in YouTube, we couldn't have this show. But we want to build our community. We want to make our War Commander community stronger. That's why we do these shows. We're not here to bash anybody, but whenever you give us the ammunition, then we're going to use it. And that's all I got to say about that. But hopefully it'll get turned around. We'll have to see how it goes tomorrow. So make sure you join us tomorrow. Same time, same place. Live show for the event. Watch us waste our stuff and you can do yours, That's what we're here for. We got another show in 2.5 hours. We're going to do it all again. So if you're not doing anything and you want to join in, catch us in a couple hours also.
And it's also acceptable to be knackered while doing so.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
This is true.
This happens quite often.
I'm already there.
See? We should have known.
What you guys didn't know, I was doing my elephant impression earlier, so never mind.
Oh, see? There you go. Oh, Lord. Alrighty.
So that's why I like working from home, because I can work naked.
I always liked the commercial where the guy was working at home and he had his dress shirt on and he picks up the food and he spills it in his lap and he stands up and he's got his underwear on.
Yeah.
That sounds like he's cheating to me.
Uh-huh. Yes, it does. Alrighty, well, let's wrap this dude up. Everybody want to say goodbye? And we will see you all later.